Alright guys, it's Ricky Repairs back at again. Today we have a 2007 2.3 4-cylinder, and the problem we have here is with the turn signal. So it will be the same for the 2006 all the way to 2009. Let me show you real quick. It flickers real fast. The turn signal, it starts normal but then it starts fast. Same thing with the left. So same little module or relay. Alright, so I will leave this on. Let's go ahead and check it out now. Alright, so the problem starts right here. The light stays on. The turn signal, as you can see, it just stays on. I do have the turn signal on, but as you can see, it stays on and doesn't do anything. Both signals are working right now. It's on. All it does is the fast flickering. As you can see, this one doesn't even go on at all. Alright, let's go ahead and check the back ones. You can see the back ones are controlled by different relays or fuse, but as you can see, let's go check out the back ones now. So you can see they work because they are controlled by separately, the front ones and the rear ones. As you can see, left one, as you can see, they work. Alright, so now I'll show you the problem with this. So it does have a smart junction box that goes bad, the little relays or what's controlled, because it's built inside. So I'll show you where it's that located at. The smart junction box is right here. Is this one right here, you can see. So I will show you what I did and what I found. So it's built inside for both. Alright, let's go to remove the connections. Alright, so first thing you want to do is remove this bolt right here, this one, and this other one right here, this one right here. So the size for this are size 11mm. Alright, let's go and remove this too. Alright, let's go and remove those. Alright, so before we do that, let's go and remove the wires first. Disconnect it. This one. Let's go and do that first. Alright, so just try to push it on the backwards. At the same time, try to wiggle it and then push it all the way in the back. And then after that, you should be able to remove it loose. Just gonna do that. It is hard here because the camera's right here and it's really in a tight spot right here. So I hope you could use this video as a reference to help you out. As you can see, it's in a really tight spot. Just continue pushing it backwards and then wiggle it at the same time, and it should come right off. As you can see, there's more connections, so we have to remove all those that are right there. Alright, let's go and get those two. So for this next one, it's going to be the same step. Let's go ahead and try to push it backwards. This one right here, let's go ahead and push it. Alright, so just take your time because you don't want to break it. Last thing you want to do is break it. Alright, so push it all the way back. As you can see, I'm doing it right here, just pushing it. But it is in a tight spot, so gotta work with it. As you can see, after that, just go ahead and wiggle it. Should come right off. There you have it. Let's go ahead and push this one. Alright, so for this one, as I mentioned, you have to press this little button right here. This one, push it down. This one. At the same time, this other one, you have to push it backwards. And then it should come right off. Alright, so I'm gonna have to press it down slightly. Then I'm gonna pull it back. Alright, let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so there you have it. As I mentioned earlier, all you have to do is press it down and it should come right off. Alright, so that's what I did. So yeah, you just have to press it down. After that, once you push it down, go ahead and push it backwards and it should come right off. As you can see, now it's all the way in the back. Alright, now for this next one, it's going to be the same step. You have to press this little button right there. Let's go to press it down. Do the same thing after that. We have to push this backwards. Alright, let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, let's go to remove this one first. Alright, so there you have it. Just pull it up. So as I mentioned previously, this is in a tight spot, so it is tough to get to these wires. Alright, so what I'm going to do is try to remove these two bolts, and hopefully I can remove it from the bottom here, because I can't stress this enough. This is really in a tight spot, so it does make it more difficult, but we still need to get to that one right there, the very top one. But before we do that, let's go to remove this one. Alright, so this one has it on the side. Alright, let's go ahead and remove it. Alright, so there you have it. So for that one, you have to press it on the side right here while I'm pointing. Alright, after that, let's go ahead and remove it to the side. After that, let's go ahead and adjust our camera. Alright, let's go ahead and remove these two nuts right here, size 11mm. The first one and this one right here, that one. So after removing those two nuts, let's go ahead and pull this out. Hopefully, let's go ahead and pull it down. Hopefully we could remove the remaining of the wires connection. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, I'm just pulling it down. Like I mentioned before, this isn't a tough spot to remove the wires, but no problem. Let's go ahead and remove those nuts. Just go ahead and pull it down. And after that, we'll just finish removing the rest of the wires. Alright. Alright, let's get to the very top one. This one right here. Alright, so there you have it. This one, I was struggling with that one. But especially, I couldn't really get to this one. This one right here. It was a really tight spot right there. So for this one, as I mentioned before, same with the other one. Just going to press this down right here. As you can see, press it down. There you have it. Alright, so at the same time, you have to push this backwards so you could remove the lock from it. There you see. Press that down. And at the same time, push that backwards. Alright, let's go ahead and push it down all the way back and wiggle it, and it should come right off. Alright, just wiggle it. And after that, it should come right off. And so I was struggling because the camera was in the way, but I tried to get the best angles so you can see everything. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull this box out. Alright, so here it is, the smart junction box. I did forget to mention that you have to remove the battery, both negative and positive. Alright, as you can see, I already did remove it. Negative and positive right here. And here's the junction box. Smart junction box. You can see right there. Alright, so let me show you the part number. Here it is. The part number. Alright, so you could try to get a used one. Used replacement or a new one from the dealers. But the dealer might be expensive. Right over more than 500. But what we're trying to do is get a used one from a junkyard and just replace the little fuse that breaks in it, because it is built inside the box. Because if it was a fuse, you could just replace the fuse right here, but it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. So it's built inside. So I will show you. I will be removing it and replacing that part, the relay that burns down. All right. Let's go ahead and do that now. So there's two bolts holding it down. This one right here. And there's another right there. And the size for that one, it should be a Torx 10. Alright, so there you have it. As you can see right here. T10. Alright, let's go ahead and remove those. So for the bottom one, this one, it can reach this one. But this on the top one, you'll need a long one in order to remove it. Alright, let's go ahead and get to that one. Let's go ahead and remove it. Alright, from there, let's go ahead and turn it. From there, there's some little hooks that's holding it down. First one, as you can see right there, 3 on this side and 3 on the other side. 1, 2, 3 right there. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a flathead like this one right here. Just go ahead and push it backwards a little bit, all 3 sides on this side, and it should come right off. Same thing with the other side. Alright, once we have to remove the Torx first. Alright, but I missed this one. Let's go ahead and finish removing that one. Alright, so there you have it. Now it's off. Alright, so here's the junction box. Let's go ahead and turn it around. So this is the part that burns down. Let me show you. This is for the back ones. Left signal, this one. And this one is and the front one is this one. This is the one that burns. As you can see, it's all burnt. As you can see right there, it's all burnt. But if you know someone that specializes in electronics, or someone that repairs television, phones, as you can see, they'll be able to solder this little part. Alright, so I'm going to try to keep it all original without replacing anything, replacing the junction box. Because if you do that, take that route, you might have to reprogram the computer, this smart junction box. But first, I'm going to try to get a used one. Hopefully, get that little part, that one to burn out, and just replace it with that one. First, I'm gonna go find a spot that's able to do that. I will show them this little part. They could switch it. All right, so everything so far looks good except that one, the one that controls the front turn signals. All right, so what I did is go find a spot first that's able to do this. So first thing I did is go to the junkyard and find a similar year. So it is the same for 2006 and 2009. So they did remove this one, the one that was burnt. When they removed that one, this one fell down, so they should replace both at the same time. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this. It's all burned out, as you saw earlier. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all burnt. So that's why the turn signal wasn't working. Alright, compared to the one that we got from the junkyard. Alright, let's go to remove this one so I can show you. Let's go to remove this one right here, this cover. Alright, so this is the one we got from the junkyard, this part. As you can see, let's try to zoom in, show you better. It's nice and clean. As you can see, it's not burnt compared to the one we have. Alright, so this is the original junction box. Alright, from the junkyard, it did have this little connection right here. This one. If it doesn't fix the problem, I will have to get a new one or a used one from eBay or somewhere where they sell used parts. Because the junkyard, as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't have this connection. Alright, let's go and install this back, everything back on. Alright, let's go and align everything. Make sure everything aligns. Make sure everything goes in its spot. Alright, let's go and align it now. Alright, let's go to remove this. Let's go and align it. It's not aligned. Alright, let's go and do that now. Alright, it looks like everything's aligned now. Make sure everything's aligned. Alright. Make sure this goes in there. This part right here. This part doesn't have it, but make sure you align this one. Make sure it sits down all the way down. Once this goes in, it should be ready. Alright, let's go and put this back on, this cover. Alright, there. Go ahead and push it all the way in. Make sure it clicks in there. Alright. Alright. There you have it. Alright, these two in the bottom right here. And this three on the side right here. 1, 2, 3. On top there's nothing. And 3 on the other side right here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there I'll click. There you have it. After that, let's go and tighten the Torx. The size 10. This one. And this one right here. Alright, let's go and install those two. Alright, after that, let's go and adjust our camera right here. Alright, so this little hook's right, this one, that one, this two, those two, I don't know if you were able to see that, but those has to hook up. All the one on the top right there, let me show you right there, and that one right there. Alright, let's go and align those, put it back on. Alright, so don't forget this little connection, this one right here, is the one that goes all the way on the top. Alright, make sure it clicks. Alright, so after that, let's try to push it all the way back up. Reinstall it. Let's go ahead and align it. Alright, let's go ahead and do that now. So yeah, you will struggle a little bit because it is in a tight spot right here. Alright, let's go to remove this wire right here. Alright, so after that, you could go ahead and align it right there. Alright, so there is a lot of movement because of the camera. Because right here, as I mentioned before, it is in a tight spot. But you have to get to it. Alright, so let's go and align those right there. Let's go and align those. After that, let's go and reinstall this blue one right here on the top. Like I said before, there's not enough space right here, but there you have it. This one, it's back on. It's gonna get to this one too. Alright, so let's go to remove the lock right here. This has to be in the back. Just gonna push it just like we remove it. Right there, push it in. Alright, so after that, let's go to reinstall it. Just give it a little wiggle right there. Make sure it clicks in there. Alright, let's go and get to the next one. This one has to be on this side. Alright, let's go and reinstall this one. Alright, just go ahead and wiggle it at the same time. There you have it. Make sure it locks in. Alright, so there it is. Let's get to the next one. This one, just go ahead and push this backwards. Alright, now push forward again. Alright, so there you have it. It's locked in. Try to pull it out, it won't come off. Alright, just gonna connect this one. Same thing, make sure it clicks in there. This is the last one. Alright, before we leave, let's go and connect this last one. Alright, let's go and tighten those nuts first. Alright, because then it won't go in once we plug this in, this connection. Alright, let's go and tighten those nuts. Alright, let's go. We got the first one down. Alright, let's get the other one. This one. That one right there. Alright, let's go ahead and tighten it after that. Tighten it with the ratchet. Alright, there you have it. That was the last one. Alright, let's get to this one. The really last connection right here. All the way up. Right there. There you have it. Alright, it's locked in now. That's all of them. Like I mentioned before, I try to keep everything original. It's the same smart junction box. The fuse is right there. So there you have it. Let's go and test it out now. If it works. Alright, you saw it's built inside the turn signals. Alright, let's go and turn them on. It's already tightened this one. Let's get to the next one. Alright, let's go and test it out now if it works. So now the lights is not on no more, as you see. Before it used to stay on. Alright, let's go and test it now. Hopefully it works. I couldn't find the keys, but now I found it. The one with the remote right here. Keyless remote. Alright. See? I unlocked the doors. Lights went on. Alright, let's go and test it now. As you can see, right turn, left turn, right. As you see, it's good as new again. Can't really see anything right now because of the low beam lights on. But yeah, it does work now. Alright, the hazard lights works, both the front ones now. But it is that part that I replaced, the one that I showed you. That's the part that you have to replace If you want to keep the original, everything original, you could just replace those. The back ones did work, as I showed you earlier. The one that's in the back worked. It continues to work. But now we fixed the front ones. Now they work. Like I said before, you could go probably where they repair the television or the computers. Hopefully they could solder that for you. Hopefully they could help you out. So as I mentioned, this is a common problem for Ford Fusion from 2006 all the way to 2009 for the turn signal, the blinkers. So after that, one of their blinkers might stay on and it won't go off. That's how you know it burns down. The little part that I replaced. This light is the one that stayed on, so it wouldn't signal as well. But now it's good as new again. Alright, so if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. So we do have several videos for this car. When you get a chance, go ahead and check them out. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, so before I let you go, I'll show you the difference between the part from the junkyard and the original one. Alright, so yeah, I did replace these lights, the headlight assembly, because this one wasn't working, the turn signal, and the other one. So I thought it was the turn signal, the light bulb that was going out. So I thought might as well replace the headlight assembly now. But that turn signal right there on the other side, it will stay on. That one right there on the passenger, it just stays on. So I thought it was the headlight, the turn signal light bulb that was going out. I thought might as well replace it now. Alright, I'm gonna show you now. This is the one from the junkyard. As you can see, mine, the original one, has the connection right here. But as you can see, this one doesn't have it. You see right there, it's sealed. There's no connection right there. Alright, let me show you the part that burns now on this one. This one right here. This is for the front turn signal blinkers. This one right here. You remember I showed you earlier? It was all burnt out. Alright, and this too is from the rear ones. This one is the left one. Left turn signal. This is the one for the right. As you can see, for hours, the rear ones, they do work. They both work. The one that was burnt out was this one. This is the one that controls both for the turn signal, the front ones. This one's right here. That one right there. That's it for today. Alright, just continue supporting us to make more videos to help you out. That's why we make these videos, to help you out. So this cost me about, I believe, $35. So just that part that burned out. So yeah, you could do it yourself. Just go ahead and replace this little part right here. But this part right here is the one that burns out. So as I mentioned earlier, I couldn't do it myself. I didn't have that solder to solder it. So I did take it to a place where they make repairs for television, computers, or phones. Maybe this might have cost you more than $500 or $600. And apart from that, they'll have to reprogram it if you buy a new computer. But as I mentioned, everything's original for mine. So we just changed that little part that burned out. So now it's good as new again. Good as new. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one.